Welcome to Carlsbad, where adventure runs deep. You're listening to KCCC 9:30 a.m. I'm Hattie here in Cavern City, and it's time for Midweek Matters, bringing you both the best upcoming events and interesting micro news from around Carlsbad and Eddy County. We'll start with what's happening around town and on campus, and then give you the quick news that affects your daily life. Attention walkers, the Ocotillo Trail Group Walk meets every Thursday at 7 a.m. in the SENMC back parking lot. Join fellow walkers for this community event. Whether you're a seasoned walker or just starting out, everyone's welcome. For questions, contact Ryan Helmer at rhelmer@senmc.edu. Tomorrow, Thursday the 17th, parents and caregivers should know that the car seat fitting station by Safer New Mexico Now will be held at 602 West Mermod Street. The event starts at 3 p.m. and offers personal instruction from certified technicians on the proper selection and use of car seats and booster seats. Call 1-800-231-6145 for more information or to make an appointment. Wright's Carnival, the grandest carnival ever to light up Carlsbad, opens Thursday the 17th at the Bob Forrest Sports Complex, located at 3213 West Leah Street. Proudly brought to you by Carlsbad Live LLC and Cranked Up Records. This spectacular event features kid-friendly rides like charming carousels and gently spinning attractions, plus an exhilarating selection of thrill rides for adrenaline enthusiasts. The carnival continues through Sunday the 20th with mouth-watering food stalls, classic fair treats, and fun-filled games where you can test your skills and win exciting prizes. Country and Western music icon Michael Martin Murphy will be at the Ocotillo Performing Arts Center in Artesia Friday, July 18th at 6 p.m. Get information or tickets at www.thelibertyinc.com. That's THELIBERTYINC.com. Are you looking to help those affected by recent flooding? Calshade Western in Carlsbad is organizing a Texas and New Mexico fundraiser this Friday the 18th and Saturday the 19th from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. at 1611 South Canal Street. Volunteers can join to help with live music, handing out flyers, and possibly even a car wash. They also need donations of new and gently used items or service packages for the auction, goodies for the bake sale, and cash donations for the victims. All proceeds will be divided equally between Kerrville and Ruidoso efforts. Local shoppers won't want to miss the Carlsbad Farmers and Makers Market on Saturday the 19th at 9 a.m. on the Eddy County Courthouse lawn. For more information, call Carlsbad Main Street at 575-628-3768. Also this weekend, there's a summer pop-up market at Milton's Brewing on Sunday the 20th at 2 p.m. with amazing brews and indoor shopping, plus live music and a food truck on site. The Artesia Arts Council presents a Wild West Paint Party Saturday, July 19th at 1 p.m. at 310 West Main Street, Artesia. Saddle up for a creative afternoon at their Wild West Paint Party. Whether you're a seasoned artist or just looking for some fun, this all-ages event is the perfect way to relax and get inspired. You'll be guided step by step to paint a stunning western landscape or sunset on a canvas. All supplies are included, just bring your imagination. Space is limited, so grab your spot today and join them for a colorful Western-themed painting experience. The City of Carlsbad is holding its City Council meeting on Tuesday the 22nd at 6 p.m. This is an opportunity for residents to stay informed about local government decisions that affect our community. Students and community members should take note that Southeast New Mexico College is also hosting a paint party called Create a Masterpiece on Wednesday the 23rd from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. in room 101. This event is open to the community and will repeat on Thursday, August 7th. Attend one or all. The paint party is sponsored by HSI Grant Services. For library lovers, the Carlsbad Public Library has several programs coming up. Today, Wednesday the 16th at 4 p.m. is Lego time for patrons of all ages to come and free build with Legos. On Tuesday the 22nd at 10 a.m., the Carlsbad Gem and Mineral Society will be back to the library. And at 2 p.m., the program will be Pint-Sized Polka with Mike Schneider doing magic and music using an accordion. On Thursday the 24th, Miguel Briones, award-winning educator, community organizer, public speaker, illustrator, and author of Macho No Machismo, will do an interactive storytelling presentation at 10 a.m. in English and at 2 p.m. in Spanish. At the Artesia Public Library, STEAM STEM Thursdays are at 10:30 a.m. Bingo for Books is held Friday at 10:30 a.m. You can stop by on Mondays from 9 to 5:30 to pick up a free take-home project, art, or craft. And special performance programs are held Tuesdays at 10:30 a.m. and Storytime and Craft Wednesdays are held at 10:30 a.m. Looking ahead for families, Thursday the 24th at 7:30, there's an outdoor movie night at the Halagueno Arts Park showing Paddington in Peru, sponsored by SENMC HSI Grant Services. Friday the 25th at 9:30 a.m. is Storytime at the Living Desert Zoo and Garden State Park, where they'll sing songs and tell stories, then take a walk out into the park to see an animal that was mentioned in the story. Also Friday from 3 to 5 p.m. at the public library, there will be an ice cream social to celebrate the summer reading program. And on Friday, August 1st from 4 to 6 p.m., they'll host a come-and-go kindergarten readiness party with snacks and fun activities for kiddos going into kindergarten. Finally, a reminder that SENMC Workforce is hosting the first annual SENMC Safety Conference for all organizations in southeastern New Mexico and the Eddy County region on Friday, August 22nd from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Registration is for questions. Contact Johnny Chandler at jchandler@senmc.edu or go to senmc.edu workforce to register. And now it's time for our Eddy County Quickies Micro News. According to KRQE News 13, New Mexico State Police are routinely investigating a police shooting involving a Carlsbad police officer on Tuesday, July 8th. CPD responded to an armed robbery call and the suspect fled. After being chased, he was warned multiple times not to reach into his bag, and then eventually an officer had to fire upon him. Barron was taken to the hospital and then flown to Lubbock, Texas for treatment. No further updates were given. Due to the shooting and subsequent investigation, local business, the Pigeon Coop, and the food trucks and Elevate Coffee all lost out on a full day of business. Stop by this week and share the love. Tell them KCCC sent you. Eddy County Health Council is excited to announce their partnership with embodied therapy and licensed therapist Allison Van Gordon, LPC, LPCC. With her expertise in eating disorders, trauma-informed care, and accessible mental health resources, Allison brings both heart and insight to the Health Council's mission. They look forward to working together on education, prevention, and community wellness efforts that make a lasting impact across Eddy County. Also, according to the Eddy County Health Council Facebook, they're also excited to officially announce their partnership with Advanced Health and Vascular Center of New Mexico, recognized as a leading provider of cardiovascular care in Eddy County and across the state. Their work truly shows that when heart care meets community care, real impact happens. They want to give a special shout out to Dr. Amanda Ryan for her dedication and compassionate care, which greatly benefits our community. Hey, did you see the CBS News interview with Dr. Amanda Ryan about rural health care? I saw a clip on TikTok. Looking to our neighbors, according to the AP, 3 are dead, including 2 children, after flash flooding in Rio Doso. The intense rainfall last week could not be absorbed fast enough by the hillsides and canyons with the burn scar from last year's wildfires. The amount of rainfall has been likened to a 100-year storm. The governor of New Mexico has requested a presidential disaster declaration, tallying more than $50 million in emergency response expenditures, including water rescues and damage to public infrastructure as bridges and roadways have been washed out. The estimate includes flood damage at Ruidoso and beyond from monsoon rainstorms since late June. Monsoon season ends in September, people. Noah's Ark Animal Shelter is seeking old blankets and towels that you don't need anymore. Drop them by 5217 Buena Vista Drive, noon to 5 Monday through Friday and 11 to 4 Saturdays. SENMC announced on July 7th that their first strategic plan since separating from NMSU has been completed, and the new plan for 2025 to 2030 has been released. This new plan was devised through meetings with students, faculty, staff, and the community, which were led by the Southern Regional Education Board, including feedback sessions with the Carlsbad Department of Development Board, the SNMC Foundation Board, and the college's Board of Trustees. Through this process, 4 goals emerged for the 2025 to 2030 plan. 1. Serve more students. 2. Engage and welcome the community. 3. Increase learning and efficiency. And 4. Promote student success. To serve more students, one of the primary drivers will be new programs, and one of the best ways to welcome and engage the community is with the new facilities, with a groundbreaking soon at the new Trades and Technologies building. You can see the plan in its entirety at senmc.edu. About Us Strategic Plan. Department of Workforce Solutions Cabinet Secretary Sarita Nair joined local officials and area employers for a series of employer roundtable events across southern New Mexico, which took place in Las Cruces, Carlsbad, Artesia, and Roswell on July 9th through 11th. I attended the one on the 10th at SENMC here in Carlsbad. Kristen Gamboa, Executive Director of Carlsbad Department of Development, kicked the roundtable off with an overview of our industries, such as oil and gas, WIP, and the potash mines, which are celebrating 100 years in Carlsbad, emphasizing our workforce's exceptional flexibility across industries, the importance of housing and retail to well-balanced workforce development, and reported they have 80 ongoing projects in their office, highlighting the support of the city of Carlsbad for the creation of 1,000 new housing units across income levels and to the revitalization of the Cascades area. Presentations were also given by Dr. Beardmore, president of SENMC, who provided an update on the new Trades and Technology building soon to break ground, Chad Ingram, CEO of the Carlsbad Chamber of Commerce, on their partnerships with employers and local successes through those, including participation in the New Mexico pre-apprenticeship and apprenticeship programs, and the job fair at the high school, where 50 new employees were placed with various employers. The secretary presented initiatives coming from the state of New Mexico and covered issues we are facing here in southeast New Mexico. Special emphasis was given to the housing crisis through the creation of the Office of Housing and workforce training and upgrading skills for current workers or for those jumping industries. And America's Job Center New Mexico, their resource site for employers and employees. A few highlights I took away. Carlsbad unemployment rate of 3% is the lowest in the region and lower than the state average and those of neighboring states. Average pay here is the second highest in the state and ahead of neighboring counties. There are numerous support services available through the state to help employers find, prepare, and retain quality employees. Business owners can get involved through focused sector strategy meetings, such as the upcoming one on sustainable and value-added agriculture, scheduled for August 6th in Ruidoso, or through participation on the State Workforce Development Board. According to an article on artesianews.com on July 10th, written by Adrian Hedden of the Carlsbad Current Argus, the city of Carlsbad is working with the New Mexico Municipal League to find counsel to lead the investigation into complaints against the Carlsbad Police Department. These have been sparked by 2 suits initiated since the appointment of the new chief of police in December of 2024. Chief Rodriguez will stay in place during the investigation as there is not evidence to warrant his removal. The first suit filed in March by a former police dispatcher alleged a series of sex scandals at the department, condemning the chief's request that she take a polygraph test after denying sex with an officer, and was wrongly terminated after attempting to discuss the boys will be boys attitude rampant in the police department. The second suit is the one I previously mentioned, where a group of former officers, after having resigned to a hostile work environment, asked that the county sheriff's office be tasked with policing city limits until staffing numbers are restored. Mayor Lopez said the inquiry will rely on interviews with anyone with a complaint about the police department. He underlined that if it is truly the case that people quit because of a hostile work environment, it's a serious issue. And now for something I spotted in Carlsbad, my personal reflection from around town. Recently, I visited the Carlsbad Cravings. 3, 2, 1. Recently, I spotted the Curbside Cravings truck at San Jose Plaza. I'd been stalking their Facebook for a few weeks, waiting for them to be near my house when I'm home so I could deliver the promised rare snack food to my son. We were supposed to attend a fair a while back and get funnel cakes, but then it rained and we wimped out. He was devastated after the fair left town, and when we discussed why, it was missing the funnel cake, which he believes to be superior to all things. So I pledged him one, founder homemade. Thankfully, before I had to break out the deep fryer, the truck came around as we were just getting home one night, and we rushed out for a surprise. His face lit up when I ordered the funnel cake, and he danced around the park until it was finished. It gave me 2 opportunities for reflection. You should always keep your promises and not make them lightly, and you can find joy in the smallest of moments if you are open and ready to pounce. Have you spotted something interesting in Carlsbad? Please send your observations through our contact form at kccc930am.com, and we may share them on the air. That's your Midweek Matters for today from Carlsbad, where adventure runs deep. You can also contact us if you have an event or news item you'd like us to share. Again, at kccc930am.com. This show was produced in partnership with Southeast New Mexico Workforce and Community Education. As always, on Wednesdays, we celebrate the lives of those who have lived or died in Carlsbad, New Mexico, with obituaries from Dentonwood Funeral Home and West Funeral Home, LLC. Paul Hoffman, 74, passed away June 9th, 2025. Born December 14th, 1950, Paul worked most of his life as an industrial hygienist, retiring in 2019 after being employed by WIP for many years. His life's true passions were fueled by his faith in Jesus and various Christian ministries, primarily helping young men and Royal Rangers. Paul took great joy in the Frontiersman Camping Fellowship, which focuses on period authentic skills and history from the Mountain Man era. He loved the outdoors and would never miss an opportunity for a good pun or show tune. Norman E. Gann, 81, passed away July 3rd, 2025 at White Sands Healthcare in Hobbs. Born January 30th, 1944 in Fresno, California, Norman served in the U.S. Navy. He moved to Loving in 1979 and was a truck driver for over 30 years, working for Winkles Inc. for many years. Rolando Ornelas Fuentes, Sr., 65, a retired U.S. Marine, was born in Carlsbad but raised in Loving. Rolando graduated from Loving Junior High in 1975 and Carlsbad Senior High in 1978. He enlisted in the United States Marine Corps on July 7, 1978, where he served until being medically discharged under honorable conditions on July 21, 1988. His positions included military policeman, traffic accident investigator, traffic division NCOIC, academy instructor, CPR instructor trainer, ceremonial team platoon sergeant, and base commander driver. He was honored as Base Marine of the Month and notoriously promoted to the rank of sergeant. After active duty, Rolando worked as a job training specialist with New Mexico Human Resources Development Institute, assigned to the 13 eastern counties of New Mexico for 15 years. He obtained his bachelor's degree in accounting with a minor in business management from Northwood University in 2003, graduating summa cum laude. He then started Consulting Services, Inc., traveling throughout New Mexico. Rolando served in numerous executive positions and received distinguished service awards from various organizations, including the Marine Corps League, where he was a lifetime member for over 36 years, serving as National Aide-de-Camp and State Commandant. Our thoughts are with the families and friends of those who have passed. Go to dentonwood.com for more information on these fine folks. Edward R. Hinios, Jr., Eddy, 31, passed away July 1st, 2025 in Carlsbad. Born July 15th, 1994, Eddy enjoyed wrestling and cooking. He was known as an open-minded person with a huge heart and was a great conversationalist. James Kingpin Donnelly, 82, passed away July 6, 2025 in Carlsbad. Born March 6, 1943 in West Frankfort, Illinois, James attended college and served in the Army National Guard. He was a cowboy who enjoyed riding horses. Mercedes Duque Fuentes passed away July 8, 2025 in Artesia, New Mexico. Manuela Munoz passed away July 9, 2025 in Loving, New Mexico. Our thoughts are with the families and friends of those who have passed. Go to westfuneralhomellc.com for more information on these fine folk.